Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for April 18th to the 30th. April 18th to the 22nd, the pattern remains unchanged from yesterday. We still have our trough here over the Eastern Pacific between Alaska and Hawaii. We still have large area positive height anomalies, strong positive height anomalies, Alaska and the polar regions. And we have a zonal flow with above normal heights across much of the nation. And we have these area positive height anomalies here. Now, earlier, like yesterday and the day before, we thought that these positive height anomalies would lead to possible drastic cool down for the east. But now it looks like it's not going to be as severe and widespread. So you look at the GFS, and we're going to go through the days. This is the 18th, and just some of the frames, so bear with me. And we're at the 22nd, and you see the models are in good agreement. Heavy precipitations forecast for the Northwest and Sahara Nevada ranges, the Northern and Central Rockies, Plains, and into the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. Precipitation is also forecast for the eastern slopes of the Rockies later in the week. The Southeast and the Four Corners and the Southern Plains will experience above normal temperatures. The West will experience near to below normal temperatures. Now the period for April 21st to 25th. Here's the 22nd, and the pattern remains unchanged. Still have our ridge here, strong positive height anomalies, a trough between Alaska and Hawaii, and we still have a relatively flat zone of flow across much of the nation, and our positive height anomalies here that will probably fade as we go through. So as we go through the period, and we come to the 25th, we see a little change in circulation, and then we look at the rest of the models. They're in good agreement. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for much of this area here, and I'm forecasting anomalies to be near 8 degrees above normal, mainly here and here. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the Southwest, and above normal precipitation for the middle Mississippi Valley into the Midwest. Now I'll look at the period for April 26th to the 30th. And here we're at 26 now. The GFS, now most of the models are, let's go back to this, 26. Most of the models are forecasting an amplified pattern, which is agreed upon. As we go, we look at the rest of the models, but the GFS is the most amplified. You can see right here, see how deep it is with the trough, and that's going on due to the PNA is forecast to be positive and the AO positive, but may trend negative briefly late in the period when it then begins to trend positive again. And this can be caused by rising height potentials over the Arctic and lead to negative height anomalies over the northern hemisphere, which could really result in some cooler air across the northern U.S. Now we look at the rest of the models, and they all show tendencies of a trough. Even the GFS ensembles, weaker though than the GFS operational. Here's the European ensembles, and then we look at the Canadian. Still somewhat of a very weak trough here. But one thing I want to show you here is the temperature forecast that the GFS is doing. Look at the GFS. It's anomalies across much of the east central U.S. 18 degrees below normal. I mean, this is really overdone. I don't think it's quite this far, be that much extreme. So during this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here. And I'm forecasting anomalies to be at least 8 degrees above normal. Could be a little bit more, especially out here. And then below normal temperatures forecast here, but not as extreme as the GFS, maybe about 4 to 6 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, and above normal precipitation is forecast for the East Coast, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for April 18th to 30th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Have a good day and have a happy Easter. Thank you.